Megan Rapinoe weighs in on backlash over Caitlin Clark white privilege comments. Megan Rapinoe has taken a furious swipe at conservatives amid the backlash over Caitlin Clark's controversial white privilege comments. Women's basketball superstar Clark, who enjoyed a record-breaking rookie season with the Indiana Fever in 2024, sparked fierce debate after she was named Time Athlete of the Year last week. In her interview with the magazine, the 22-year-old said the WNBA has been built on black players, and that, as a white person, there is privilege. Her comments have drawn heavy criticism in some quarters, notably from commentator and podcaster Megyn Kelly, who bemoaned Clark's self-flagellation. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy, one of the WNBA player's biggest fans, also voiced his anger after rubbishing any notion that the Fever Guard is enjoying the success that she is because of her race. Yet, according to Rapinoe, the fiery reaction to Clark's comments says a lot about America's views on race. I think what Caitlin did in her quotes, or in the article, was speak explicitly about her white privilege, and that is what is receiving so much criticism or backlash, and that is the lesson. The former US WNT soccer captain said. So, for conservative media come in her now that obviously they're just showing their whole asterisk. If fans are upset about her saying that and just acknowledging what is true, I think that says a lot. But I think the more that you speak directly to it, the clearer it becomes what your stance is. And then you can't be used in that way. It doesn't really leave your beliefs or your stance as a white player to any sort of interpretation. Clark found herself at the center of a race storm during her first season in the WNBA amid accusations that she was the victim of jealousy and bullying. Yet some figures have also claimed that black players are not given the recognition they deserve in the league, including the No. 1 draft pick herself. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing, Clark said in her timepiece. In light of the fury over her comments, Rapinoe has also claimed women's sports has a problem with divisive narratives every time a female athlete achieves success. I think another thing that I'm constantly trying to think of and be aware of, and I want other people to be aware of also, anytime there is a positive story in women's sports, the sort of quote-unquote area, is immediately flooded with divisive narratives, she continued. But for all of us to just be aware of that anytime there's anything positive or honestly just any news at all in women's sports, it's just like immediately flooded with insanity and really divisive narratives. And I think to that, like when we as athletes are being used, when is your narrative? When is your likes being used? When are the things that you're saying being used? The sort of like ecosystem of people in women's sports that really do care about whether it's athletes, fans, owners, people that work with teams, whatever. Like, when are you being used by this sort of meta-narrative or these divisive narratives, and to be really smart about that?